What's up, Reapers? Welcome back to the crypt. I know I've been gone a bit. Um, I've just mainly been listening to a lot of older shit from bands. And I mean, by older, I mean stuff that hasn't come out in the last year or so. So from 22 and before. There's some stuff from last year I missed. I was at a friend's house for 3 nights and 4 nights technically, and 4 or 5 days. Um, I've had some mental health stuff going on that involves past experiences that I don't really feel like getting into. I don't want to just bring that stuff to YouTube. Um, I've it's been a rough week, but thankfully, I'm doing good today. I actually went for a run. I'm actually working on a new playlist that's going to be for working out. I know I'm working out and I'm drinking Coke. So funny, right, guys? These are some of the things I've been listening to lately, and what's weird is that it's mostly core and shit, which I know a lot of people aren't a fan of. But I don't know, it's I go from wanting to do old school death metal, which is what um I was kind of listening to before I went over to my friend, and then I just full on relapsed to metalcore, deathcore, lots of architects, which is odd. I never got into them until now. Um, but first up, Cattle Decapitation, Humanure. This has probably my favorite song from them, which is odd because while it's not my favorite album, it has my favorite song, which is weird because I have a similar situation with Obituary where it's but depending on the day, my favorite is between Slowly We Rot and Cause of Death, because Cause of Death has my favorite Obituary song on it, which is Memory Remains, or Memories Remain, I think is what it's called. Memory Remains is when Metallica was shit. But my favorite is Bukkake Tsunami. Um, I think everyone knows that song is absolutely fucking hilarious. Yeah, I do. Next up is Worm Shepherd with their debut ritual hymns or something like that. Ritual of hymns. No, ritual hymns. Um, my favorite is probably Chalice of Rebirth. That breakdown, man. I've been digging a lot of these newer deathcore bands, like Worm Shepherd and the next band. This is To the Grave with Epilogue. I love this band. This once I started getting into them, I could not stop, and I still cannot. My favorite has to be Pest Control. I mean, you have awesome songs like Ecocide, Hellhole, Wastage, Lips and Assholes. My other favorite, or I'm a partial favorite, partial to this song, Terrorist Thread. Um, Also, I'm sorry for the bad camera quality. I don't know what's going on there. Next up is Unearth. I guess I like because this did come out last year. Favorite song. This is the Wretched, the Ruinous. Favorite song is probably Broken Arrow. And I mean, they are one of my favorite metalcore bands anyway. But that song in particular just gets me going. You know what I mean? Oh, it was right. Next up is I think today is Jeff Hanneman's birthday, or would have been. Slayer, Repentless. I listened to this a lot yesterday, and ironically, my favorite song is, I believe, the last song he actually wrote, that being Piano Wire. But this is the limited edition, and I think my dad got it from like Amazon a few years back when I was just starting out, so I didn't know like labels and whatnot. I didn't know that, you could use Discogs, and I didn't know everyone that I know now, so. But yeah, Piano Wire is my favorite song. I don't feel like unraveling every single bit of that because that is annoying. But it does have a live at Walk-In 2014 DVD. Next up is Killswitch Engage with The End of Heartache. This was like one of the first metalcore albums I ever heard. And I mean, it's one of those that got me through a breakup, which I think is fitting for Killswitch Engage. I think, especially this album, because I mean, you have like The End of Heartache. I mean, Rose of Sharon is probably my favorite on here, but I mean, so many good songs. I also forgot to pick it up, but Trivium's Ascendancy has been in rotation, especially like Light Flies. I've also been listening to lots of Shield UK, Vitriol, Varials, Traders, fucking Born of Osiris, which I only own one album from, and this band, Knocked Loose. This is a tear in the fabric of life. Mouthful. Especially the song God Knows. I've also been listening to like Alpha Wolf and whatnot, so you know. But Knocked Loose is fucking amazing, dude. I'm gonna try and see them, but I'm not 100% on that. So, but I really want to see them again. I love their live energy, and this band too, Revocation, Netherhaven, or yeah, Nether Heaven, excuse me. Galleries of Morbid Artistry and The Intervening Abyss of Untold Aeons are definitely my favorite tracks. Yeah, I don't know why, but Metal Meltdown and Metal Trenches have been like the two main guys I've been watching, which is super odd for me because I don't usually listen to that kind of stuff. And if anyone asks me, no, I don't watch the punk rock NBA anymore after knowing what Finn McKenty has been doing. I'm not going to support that. Next up, so like metalcore slash hardcore esque album, and with oh yeah, this did come out last year. I forgot about that. The Sin of Human Frailty. My favorite song on here has to be Thaw. Just goddamn. But I mean, every song is fantastic. And if you're wondering why I brought up Finn McKenty, a lot of people tend to watch him along with Metal Trenches, and I definitely did. And sure, he got me into a lot of bands that I like now, but again, so next up, Aborted, Maniac Cult. I really need to get more from these guys. My favorite is probably Dementophobia. I also love Drag Me to Hell, The Folly of the Gods. Next, and finally, we got Kill by Cannibal Corpse. Make Them Suffer has become like probably a top 5 Cannibal Corpse song for me. Time to Goes Now, Murder Worship, Five Nails Through the Neck, Death Walking Terror. Just super good fucking songs, and I used to think it was just an okay album, but going back to it has really changed my mind. But Make Them Suffer. I mean, as soon as that suffer bit, I can't really do it right now. Um, it's a fucking rager, and if you don't fucking rage to that shit, the moment it kicks the fuck in, I genuinely want to know, right, what the fuck is wrong with you? Please. But, yeah, so, like I said, and, if people, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do my next CD collection. I know I have quite a bit on the way in the mail. I'm still waiting on a pre-order or two for albums of this year, and I know I had a little mystery box from the Metalhead box, as I don't have a subscription now, but that's due to other things that were unrelated to them, and I will absolutely be doing unboxing videos. I do plan on reviewing one of the albums I'm getting, whether that is doing like a little like opening and then like pausing, listen, or just full on just like unbox it. Um, you know, I don't know. I don't know when it's supposed to get here, because I don't know if it's an album that's out now. To be quite honest, I haven't been paying attention. Um, for me, I've been trying to keep it low key because I do low key, but I've been trying to keep my mind off of buying things for a while until A, I get job, and B, I um B I have a trip to Ireland this year, so I can't even go to many concerts, to be quite honest. So, but that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, keep it grim.